is now in session.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pennsylvania College Basketball Court, or PCBC, Season 2, Episode 19. I am your host, the Honorable Judge Noah, reporting live from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. On today's episode, we will be recapping the 5 games that occurred on Monday, January 6th, also known as the 4-year anniversary of the Capitol riots, but, there's a lot more that happened besides that. And then tonight we'll be looking at the previews and picks and predictions for the 8 games scheduled as expected to come for tonight's matchups. Actually, we have a 5:30 game already. Holy smokes. I did not see that. Anyways, with that being said, there has been a slight change of events. We have breaking news. I know, shocking. Before we get started with the recapping of the matchups that occurred on Monday, January 6th, I shall give you guys some more notifications that just occurred within the last 24 to 48 hours. And we're going to be covering all 4 of the major North American sports during this time period. Starting off with the NBA, one of the biggest games, if not the biggest game of the regular season, will occur tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland. The 30-5 Oklahoma City Thunder, who are entering this game with a franchise record 15-game winning streak, takes on the 31-4 Cleveland Cavaliers in what could be potentially a preview of the 2025 NBA Finals. Should be a terrific game, the first of a 2-game series this season. In the NHL, the National Hockey League, they have announced that the 2026 NHL Winter Classic and Stadium Series games will both be taking place in Florida this upcoming season. The 2026 Winter Classic will take place on January 2nd, with the Florida Panthers hosting the New York Rangers at Lone Depot Park, home of the Miami Marlins of the Major League Baseball. And on February 1st, 2026, the 2026 Stadium Series will travel to the northwest part of Florida, and it will be between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Boston Bruins at Raymond James Stadium, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers of the National Football League. The playoffs will begin pretty soon. Since we will be filming episode 20 on Friday, there is a game that is occurring in the college football playoffs. It is the college football playoff semifinal at the 2025 Orange Bowl between the 7th-seeded Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the 6th-seeded Penn State Nittany Lions. Game will be played at Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Dolphins in the National Football League. I will get to Friday's game when we film Friday's episode. So, with that being said, let's officially get underway with the recapping of Monday, January 6th games. But, unfortunately, we have to start with the biggest fail of Monday, and that one was blatantly going to be obvious. The team that's standing above me became the biggest dud of Monday. Yeah, I know, it's kind of sad. I really hate saying that as an IEP guy who is, a huge fan of the Crimson Hawks. And this game was a complete disaster from start to finish. This is going to hurt. Let's get this over with. So in the first half, Edinburgh outscored Indiana 37-22 before Edinburgh outscored Indiana 44-43 in the second half. You probably wonder why I'm wearing an Edinburgh shirt. Bingo. Edinburgh winning 81-65 over the Crimson Hawks. Edinburgh improving to 7-7, 4-4 in conference play. The Crimson Hawks dropped to 7-7, but they're 3-4 in conference play. Top scorer for IEP, he actually did play in 35 out of 40 minutes after playing only 19 out of 40 in the previous matchup against Teal. That is Christian Moore, who in 35 minutes shot 7 of 13 from the floor, 3 of 6 from three-point range, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals for 20 points. Demir Brooks was easily IUP's best versatile player in terms of being an all-around player for the Crimson Hawks on Monday. He, in 33 minutes, shot 7 of 14 from the floor and 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 1 steal for 17 points. And Tyler Grove, 36 minutes, 4 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 5 from three-point range, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 block, 5 steals for 12 points. Shepard, 30 minutes, 2 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 2 rebounds, 1 block for 5 points. Kaimani Moreau having not a good performance after having a very impressive performance against Teal with 21 points. In 27 minutes, he had shot 2 of 9 from the floor, 0 of 2 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 assists and a total of 5 points and he fouled out in this game for the Crimson Hawks. Luke Triggs off the bench in 5 minutes, 1 of 1 from the floor, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 3 points. Alfonso Pickens Jr., 18 minutes, 1 of 2 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, 1 rebound and a total of 2 points. Ian Herring, 14 minutes, 0 for 2 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 4 steals for 1 point. Cal McNamara played 2 minutes and recorded 1 steal. In the first half, IUP shot 29.6% from the floor, 28.6% from three-point range, 57.1% from the free throw line. Second half, a lot better, 59.3% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, 88.9% from the free throw line. Overall, the Crimson Hawks of Indiana University of Pennsylvania shot 24 out of 54, or 44.4% from the floor, 5 of 17, 29.4% from three-point range, 12 of 16, or 75% from the free throw line. For the Edinburgh Fighting Scots, their top scorer, they actually had 2 guys with 22 points. The top scorer overall in general was Steve Kelly. 35 minutes, 6 of 13 from the floor, 6 of 10 from three-point range, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal for 22 points. Michael Dunn in 30 minutes, 6 of 10 from the floor, 5 of 9 from three-point range, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist for 22 points. Sanker Everin completely dominated against IUP in 33 minutes, 5 of 7 from the floor, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, recording an impressive double-double of 16 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal for 14 points. And Dante Wilcott off the bench in 25 minutes, 5 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 2 assists for 12 points. Edinburgh in the first half shot 56% from the floor, 57.1% from the three-point range, 100% from the free throw line. Second half, 48.2% from the floor, 52.9% from three-point range, 75% from the free throw line. Overall, the Fighting Scots of Penn West Edinburgh shot 27 out of 52 or 51.9% from the floor, 13 of 24 or 54.2% from three-point range, 14 of 17 or 82.4% from the free throw line. Now, I'm about to ask you guys a question. Let's see if anybody can get this answer correct. Approximately in a 40-minute game, how long did IUP lead? I will give you guys time to answer this question. I'll give you a hint. It's the same number of rings that the Cleveland Browns have won. 0. They led for 0 minutes and 0 seconds again for the second time in 3 games. Do you know how frustrating that is? That is a complete embarrassment. They were down by 22 points at one point against this team that they have completely dominated over the last decade and a half. And this is the performance that IUP showed on Monday. Things that were better that occurred within the last 48 hours of this abomination that was an IUP 16-point loss to Edinburgh were Justin Trudeau resigning as Prime Minister of Canada, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom becoming a complete mess, and potentially going to have its 5th Prime Minister since September 9, 2022, and Kamala Harris sadly having to announce the results that she lost and announced that Donald Trump was the actual winner of the 2024 election. That's how bad this game was. Hopefully IUP is going to play better tonight against Ganon. Pray to the Lord that they do, because this game was a complete disaster from start to finish. They looked like they didn't even want to go. They came to Edinburgh and didn't look like they even came prepared against a second-year head coach. It was just a complete disaster. Being down by 15 in the first half against Edinburgh. Just an absolute... It was... Thank God that I had to get this game out of the way. Because I honestly was about to film this episode yesterday because I had that much to say about it. Thank God we're finally done with that. Let's get to something better. Westchester at Lockhaven. Westchester outscored Lockhaven 42-35 in the first half. In the second half, Westchester outscored Lockhaven 43-41. Westchester winning 85-76. Westchester improving to 12-2 and 7-0 in conference play. Lockhaven dropping to 6-7 and 3-4 in conference play. Top scorer for Lockhaven was Eli Washington, 25 minutes, 7 of 11 from the floor, 0 of 3 from three-point range, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 14 points. Blake Deegan, 25 minutes, 4 of 8 from the floor, 4 of 7 from three-point range, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, 1 steal for 12 points. Gabe Springer, 18 minutes, 2 of 3 from the floor, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 2 steals for 10 points. Lockhaven in the first half shot 46.2% from the floor, 41.2% from three-point range, 40% from the free throw line. Second half, 43.3% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, 70.6% from the free throw line. Overall, the Bald Eagles of Lockhaven shot 25 out of 56 or 44.6% from the floor, 10 of 27 or 37% from three-point range, 16 of 27 or 59.3% from the free throw line, with 1 technical foul being assessed to Kevin Coleman. For Westchester, their top scorer was Anthony McCall, who in 27 minutes shot 8 of 12 from the floor, 2 of 4 from three-point range, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 3 steals for 21 points. Joshua Walker in 21 minutes, 3 of 6 from the floor, 7 of 10 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 2 steals for 13 points. Elijah Allen recording a double-double in 32 minutes, shooting 4 of 12 from the floor, 1 of 6 from three-point range, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 1 steal for 10 points. And Dylan Blair in 29 minutes, 2 of 7 from the floor, 1 of 4 from three-point range, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal for 10 points. Westchester in the first half shot 44.4% from the floor, 42.9% from three-point range, 44.4% from the free throw line. Second half, 46.4% from the floor, 14.3% from three-point range, 72.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Rams of Westchester shot 29 out of 64, 45.3% from the floor, 7 of 21 or 33.3% from three-point range, 20 of 31 or 64.5% from the free throw line. Pitt Johnstown at SRU. Pitt Johnstown outscored SRU 37-31 in the first half before SRU dominated in the second half, outscoring Pitt Johnstown 59-37, SRU winning 90-74 over the Mountain Cats. The Rocket improving to 9-6 and 6-2 in conference play. Mountain Cats dropping to 7-7 and 3-4 in conference play. Top scorer for Pitt Johnstown was Ryan Smith, who in 34 minutes shot 7 of 12 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal for 21 points. Baden Forup in 27 minutes, 9 of 12 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal for 20 points. And Jay Rose in 30 minutes, 6 of 14 from the floor, 1 of 5 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block for 15 points. In the first half, Pitt Johnstown shot 51.6% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 60% from the free throw line. Second half, 46.9% from the floor, 16.7% from three-point range, 100% from the free throw line. Overall, the Mountain Cats of Pitt Johnstown shot 31 out of 63 or 49.2% from the floor, 3 of 14 or 21.4% from three-point range, 9 of 11 or 81.8% from the free throw line. For SRU, their top scorer was Jomo Goings, who recorded a double-double in 36 minutes, shooting 9 of 13 from the floor, 2 out of 5 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. recording 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, and 2 steals for 22 points. Maceo Austin in 33 minutes, 8 of 19 from the floor, 0 of 4 from three-point range, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal for 21 points. Day Waters off the bench in 24 minutes, shot 7 of 11 from the floor, 4 of 6 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal for 20 points. And Ike Cursor in 27 minutes, shot 2 of 7 from the floor, 0 of 3 from three-point range, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist for 10 points. SRU in the first half shot 33.3% from the floor, 28.6% from three-point range, 100% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 70% from the floor, 37.5% from three-point range, 77.7% or 77.8% from the free throw line. Overall, the Rock of SRU shot 33 out of 66 or 50% from the floor, 7 of 22 or 31.8% from three-point range, 17 of 21 or 81% from the free throw line. Second to last game, East Stroudsburg and Shepard. Shepard outscored East Stroudsburg 36-33 in the first half, before East Stroudsburg outscored Shepard 52-39 in the second half. East Stroudsburg winning by 10, 85-75 over the Rams. East Stroudsburg improving to 10-3, 4-2 in conference play. Shepard dropping to 8-6, and they are 4-3 in conference play. For the Golden Rams, they had a bunch of scores. They had 5 scorers in double digits. And their top scorer was actually a guy who came off the bench in 29 minutes. Elin Wardlaw, 6 of 10 from the floor, 4 of 6 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 assists, 1 steal for 18 points. Cole Parr, their second highest scorer, also came off the bench. 16 minutes, 5 of 7 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line with 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block for 13 points. Marcus Banks was the highest scoring player for Shepard as a starter. 25 minutes, 3 of 4 from the floor, 1 of 1 from three-point range, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 5 assists for 12 points. Chase Parr, 24 minutes, 2 of 4 from the floor, 1 of 1 from three-point range, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 1 block for 11 points. And Michael Cooper off the bench in 22 minutes, 4 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 7 from three-point range, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals for 11 points. In the first half, Shepard shot 44% from the floor, 42.9% from three-point range, and 100% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 52.4% from the floor, 45.5% from three-point range, 70.6% from the free throw line. Overall, the Rams of Shepard shot 22 out of 46 or 47.8% from the floor, 11 of 25 or 44% from the three-point range, 20 of 25 from the free throw line, 80%. For East Stroudsburg, their top scorer was Lakeem McGailey, who only played 18 minutes but shot 8 of 11 from the floor, 3 of 4 from three-point range, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals for 24 points. Their second highest scorer came off the bench, and that was Shamir Wilkbanks Aki. 16 minutes, 5 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 steal for 12 points. 3 players with 10 points, led by Cam Young, who in 29 minutes shot 3 of 7 from the floor, 0 of 2 from three-point range, 4 of 7 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal for 10 points. Evan Morton in 25 minutes, 2 of 9 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal for 10 points. And off the bench, Jalen Picardo in 31 minutes, 3 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 3 from three-point range, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 2 assists for 10 points. In the first half, East Stroudsburg shot 33.3% from the floor, 21.4% from three-point range, 80% from the free throw line. Second half, 53.1% from the floor, 46.7% from three-point range, 64.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Warriors of East Stroudsburg shot 28 out of 65 or 43.1% from the floor, 10 of 29 or 34.5% from three-point range, 19 of 27 or 70.4% from the free throw line. And the final game of Monday was Shippensburg and Bloomsburg. Shippensburg in the first half outscored the Huskies 44-24. for they outscored the Huskies again in the second half, 42-34. Shippensburg easily had the best win of Monday in terms of by how many points they won by. Shippensburg won 86-58 over Bloomsburg. Shippensburg improving to 5-8, 3-4 in conference play. Bloomsburg dropping to 2-12 and 1-6 in conference play. Top scorer for Bloomsburg came off the bench, and it was Zion Nichols, who in 22 minutes shot 4 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 3 assists, and 2 blocks for 12 points. And Mondu Richards off the bench in 17 minutes shot 4 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 block for 10 points. The highest scoring player for Bloomsburg in terms of their main starters was Isaiah Sherman, who in 17 minutes was 1 of 2 from the floor and 4 of 6 from the free throw line, with 1 rebound, 1 steal for a total of 6 points. Their 5 starters combined for a total of 16 points. Not too bad, but not good enough. That's pretty bad. In the first half, Bloomsburg shot 26.9% from the floor, 12.5% from three-point range, 69.2% from the free throw line. In the second half, 40% from the floor, 16.7% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. Overall, the Huskies of Bloomsburg shot 21 out of 61, or 34.4% from the floor, 3 of 20, or 15% from three-point range, 13 of 21, or 61.9% from the free throw line. For Shippensburg, it was another field day. Surprisingly, they only held Marcus Frank to 7 points in 20 minutes. So, top scorer for Shippensburg was Jaden Smith, who in 30 minutes was 7 of 11 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal for 20 points. Donovan Hill in 24 minutes, 7 of 11 from the floor, 0 out of 3 from three-point range, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals for 19 points. In the first half, Shippensburg shot 61.5% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, 71.4% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 56.7% from the floor, 37.5% from three-point range, 71.4% from the free throw line. Overall, the Raiders of Shippensburg shot 33 out of 56, or 58.9% from the floor, 5 of 13, or 38.5% from three-point range, 15 out of 21, or 71.4% from the free throw line, with 1 technical foul being assessed to Donovan Hill. So overall, on Monday, with the 5 games in question, I ended up getting 4 out of 5 games correct. You could probably guess which game I got incorrect. Yeah, it was IEP losing to Edinburgh. But overall, not too bad. 4 out of 5, I'll take that. Overall this season, out of 170 games, I've gone 109 out of 170 games correct. That is 64.1% of the games so far that I've chosen correct. We have about roughly 125 games left in the regular season as of right now. Let's get to some of the games, the 8 games that are on schedule for tonight. All right, so the first game is a 5:30 game and is between Millersville and Bloomsburg. Millersville 8-5, taking on 2-12 Bloomsburg. Westchester, the next 6 games will be at 7:30. Westchester and East Stroudsburg, best matchup of today. Westchester coming in 12-2, East Stroudsburg 10-3. SRU traveling to the Convocation Center, take on the Vulcans. SRU is 9-6, California 7-8. Shepard and Mansfield. Shepard in this matchup is 8-6, Mansfield 4-7. Ganon at IEP. Ganon 12-2, IEP 7-7. We'll get to the preview of that and the scouting report for that in just a moment. Edinburgh traveling to the UPJ Sports Center to take on the Mountain Cats. Edinburgh 7-7, Pitt Johnstown 7-7. Clarion traveling to the McKenna Center to take on the Griffins. Clarion is 8-5. Seton Hill is 9-6. And then at 8 o'clock, Kutztown, who is still the only team in the PSAC to not win a game in conference play, traveling to Shippensburg to take on the Raiders. Kutztown 3-9. Shippensburg is 5-8. So let's look at the standings. I completely forgot to do standings before I did the previews for the games, but that's okay. In the East, first place is Westchester by 2.5 games. They are 7-0 in conference play, 12-2 overall, and a 12-game winning streak. Second place is East Stroudsburg, who is 4-2 in conference play, 10-3 overall, with a 1-game winning streak. So we have the top 2 teams in the PSAC East facing each other tonight. That'll be a really good matchup at the Kohler Fieldhouse. Third place is Millersville, who is 4-2 in conference play, 8-5 overall in the season on a 2-game winning streak. Fourth place is Shepard, who is 4-3 in conference play, 8-6 overall on a 2-game losing streak. Fifth place is Lock Haven, 3-4 in conference play, 6-7 overall, 1-game losing streak. And bumping back into the 6th spot in the East is Shippensburg, who is 3-4 in conference play, 5-8 overall, and a 1-game winning streak. 7th place is Mansfield, who is 2-4 in conference play, 5-7 overall, and 2-game winning streak. The basement teams, the bottom 2 teams in the PSAC East, basement teams at this point. Bloomsburg, 1-6 in conference play, 2-12 overall in the season, 3-game losing streak. And in dead last, Kutztown, 0-6 in conference play, 3-9 overall on the 5-game losing streak. In the West, it's pretty much become a 2-man battle right now between Ganon and SRU. Ganon leads the West right now at 7-0 in conference play, 12-2 overall on the season on a 12-game winning streak. Currently ranked 9th according to the CSC rankings. SRU is 9-6 overall, 6-2 in conference play. They've won their last 7 games. They have definitely turned it around really fast. And I knew that this SRU team was too good to not be that, to be 2-5. Edinburgh is in 3rd place. How about that? The Fighting Scots are in 3rd place at 4-4 and 7-7 in conference, or 4-4 in conference play, 7-7 overall this year. They've won their last 3 games. In 4th place is Clarion, who is 3-4 in conference play, 8-5 overall on a 2-game losing streak. 5th place, this is really painful to say this, it is IUP. Right now, they are 7-7 on the season, 3-4 in conference play. And holding down the 6th spot is the Pitt Johnstown Mountain Cats, who are 3-4 in conference play, 7-7 overall on a 4-game losing streak. 7th place is Seton Hill, 2-5 in conference play, 9-6 overall on a 4-game losing streak. And, of course, the California Vulcans, they are 2-5 in conference play, 7-8 overall on a 1-game losing streak. So that's where we stand right now with the standings. Let's get to the scouting report for tonight's matchup between the IUP Crimson Hawks and the Ganon Golden Knights. There we go, back up to date. So IUP's all-time record is 1,503 and 784, 657 winning percentage all-time. This is their 2,288th career game. IUP comes in this matchup 3-4 in conference play, 7-7 overall. They're 5th in the PSAC West, coming off a 16-point disappointing L to Edinburgh. While Ganon goes into this game as currently the 9th ranked team according to the CSC rankings that came out earlier this week. Where are they at? Okay, here we go. 12-2 overall this year. They're 7-0 in conference play at the top of the PSAC West. They're on a 12-game winning streak, coming off a 37-point blowout against California last Saturday, January 4th. A key game to watch out for, believe it or not, is going to be the Ganon IUP women's game. That is a 5:30 start. Ganon is ranked 10th according to the CSC. There are 3 teams ranked in the top 20. Seton Hill ranked number 5. Ganon is ranked 10. IUP 19. So it's a top 20 matchup between 10th ranked Ganon and 19th ranked IUP tonight for the women's. That is going to be a really good game. That game could really come down to the wire. Back to the men's though. 7:30 p.m. start at the Kovalchuk Convention Athletic Complex in Indiana, Pennsylvania. The travel time, I have it listed as the Haggerty Family Event Center for now. When they play at Ganon in February, I believe it's February 8th, I think. Then it will change from the KCAC to the Highmark Event Center, but for right now, it is the Haggerty Family Event Center to the Kovalchuk Convention Athletic Complex. It is about a 148-mile drive or 238 kilometers. about a 2 hour and 29-minute drive. Let's take a look at my valuable good old map of the PSAC map of the state of Pennsylvania. So there it is again. 2 hours, 29 minutes, 148 miles, 228 kilometers. So to get from Ganon, so it's essentially right on Lake Erie, take I-79 until you get to 422. Take 422 from 79 all the way past Katanning. Take the exit towards Indiana. Go over about half an hour. And ladies and gentlemen, you have reached your destination of Indiana, Pennsylvania. Very drive, but is a very long drive. This is the 57th all-time meeting between these two programs. IUP still holds the lead right now, despite Ganon winning all three matchups last year. IUP is 30-26 all-time against Ganon. Their last matchup came in the PSAC Conference quarterfinals at the Haggerty Family Events Center, where Ganon held on to win 94-89 over IUP, despite Ethan Porterfield going off for 34 points and was 15 points away from becoming the all-time leading scorer in program history. This is the first matchup they've met in 308 days. And now let's take a look at these 7 key elements of my fundamentals of basketball. Spoiler alert, IUP is definitely not favored in this matchup. IUP is averaging 73.2 points per game. That's 14th. Ganon is number 1 in the conference. No surprise for the second straight year. They are averaging 98.2 points per game. Advantage easily goes to Ganon. However, defensively, IUP is allowing only 72.3 points per game. That is 5th in the conference. Ganon, even with their high scoring, has a very high defensive points per game allowed. But then again, when you're 12-2, you really can't complain about that. They are averaging 80.6 points per game. 80.6 points per game allowed. That is 13th. So the advantage defensively goes to IUP. Field goal percentage is actually pretty close. IUP is 9th at 44.8%. Ganon is 4th in the conference at 46.4%. Advantage goes to Ganon. 3-point field goal percentage is actually really relatively close. IUP, 32% from 3-point range. They're ranked 8th. Ganon is 3rd at 35.5%. Advantage goes to Ganon. They need to avoid doing what they did against Edinburgh, because what they did against Edinburgh did not work. Free throw percentage, IUP is the advantage at 71.4%. They're ranked 10th. Ganon is 68.6% from the free throw line. That's ranked 12th. So the advantage goes to IUP on that one. Rebounding, IUP really needs to get the rebounding game working tonight. IUP is 12th at 36.5 rebounds per game. Ganon is number 2 at 44.3 rebounds per game. That's ranked 2nd. Assist-to-turnover ratio is going to be a key one. IUP is 4th at 1.07 assists per turnover. Ganon is number 1, though, at 1.31, so the advantage goes to Ganon on that one. Yeah, they definitely are going to need to step up tonight if they want to have any chance of winning this matchup. So I pull this up real fast. Actually, I completely forgot to do the... Well, we'll get to that in a minute. We'll do that last. Okay, here we go. So, if you go by my 7 key elements of my fundamentals of basketball, Ganon has 5 out of the 7 elements over IUP in this matchup. IUP's top 3 scorers, their first number 1 scorer is Christian Moore, who's averaging 17.6 points, 3.7 rebounds per game, shooting 41.3% from the floor, 37.6% from 3-point range. Number 2 is Kaimani Marrero, who is averaging 13.4 points, 3.6 rebounds per game, shooting 42.9% from the floor, 27.3% from 3-point range. Third highest scorer is Demir Brooks, who is averaging 12.4 points, 8 rebounds per game, shooting 60.2% from the floor, 0% from 3-point range. Still has yet to take a single 3-point field goal attempt. For Ganon, here we go. Their top scorer is number 4, a 6'5" guard and sophomore from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He played his high school ball at Father Judge High School in Philadelphia, Ernest Shelton, who has really improved from his freshman season. He is averaging 17.9 points, 4.1 rebounds per game, shooting 41.4% from the floor and 36.6% from three-point range. Their second highest scoring player is number 23. He's a 6'9" forward and sophomore from Sydney, Australia, and played his high school ball at St. Joseph's College, Tasman Goodrick, who, spoiler alert, was the PSAC West Offensive Athlete of the Week. Yeah, I called that one on Sunday. That was a no-brainer. Tasman Goodrick is averaging 15.4 points and is second in the conference at 11.2 rebounds per game, shooting 56.7% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range. He is 1-3 overall this year. And their third highest scoring player is number 22. He is a 6'2" guard and freshman from Berlin, Pennsylvania, playing his high school ball at Berlin's Brothers Valley in Berlin, Pennsylvania. That is Pace Prosser, so a candidate potentially for Freshman of the Year. I would say right now you have Evan Berger, you got Pace Prosser, are probably two big candidates for Freshman of the Year in the PSAC West. Pace Prosser is averaging 14.1 points and 4 rebounds per game, shooting 48.2% from the floor and an impressive 46.1% from three-point range. 3 keys of the game. GAN. Number 1 is get around Easton Bozzoli's neutral zone trap, or should I say the full court pressure, because they are going to pound you. Ganon has done this since last year, at least when they had what the heck is his name? I can't think of his name right now, but I can think of it in a minute. But the key for IEP is they need to avoid this idea, and this is going to lead to number 3 here in just a moment. They're going to play full court pressure for the entire game. They cannot let anything stupid happen out of this. If IEP wants to win this game, they have to get past the full court press, because they're going to do it from start to finish. There's no way around it. But here's a question, and it leads me to number 2. Is there a potential major upset brewing in Indiana? IUP was really close in their matchup against Ganon, despite being down by 20 points with about 5.5 minutes left in the second half last year at the Kovalchik. Ganon sneaked away with a 2-point win against IUP. So it could be a potential upset on the rise. But number 3 leads from number 1. No stupid turnovers. IUP easily could have won last year if they didn't have stupid turnovers in the first half, because they played better than Ganon, to be honest. It's just they had 19 turnovers, and 11 of them came in the first half. And again, with the full court defense from start to finish, they need to focus on not making stupid turnovers. Because if they make stupid turnovers, this game's going to be a blowout. And I mean a major blowout. So they need to be really well prepared for this game. Hopefully they will. But we'll see. With that being said, let's take a look at go through the PSAC West Athletes of the Week. So for the East Athlete of the Week, it was Montel Cooper of Millersville, grad student and guard from Glendale, Maryland. He helped them improve to 4-2 in conference play against Shippensburg. He scored 17 points with 3 blocks, 3 steals, and team-high 7 rebounds, all on the defense. Millersville joined out to a 16-point halftime lead over the Raiders to 34 first half points, while Cooper was an efficient 8 of 12 on the floor. East Division Defensive Player of the Week went to Kevin Coleman of Lock Haven, a center and junior from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He had a monster game in a 69-66 win over Kutztown, both schools' PSAC East Division opener. He had 18 points on offense, but his defense came to play. The first-year Bald Eagle blocked 3 shots and added a steal with 9 rebounds, 5 of them on defense. He ranked 6th in the PSAC in block shots with 18, averaging 1.5 blocks per game. The West Athlete of the Week, as I said, was Tasman Goodrick, a forward from sophomore from Sydney, Australia. Averaged 21 points and 16.5 rebounds in Ganon's 2 wins. Ganon's first 2020 game since November of 2005 The 20 rebounds was the most in a game for Ganon since 1997. He has 8 double-doubles on the year after 20 points, 13 rebounds against Cal. Defensive Player of the Week was a guy that we just faced on Monday. That is Senker Evren, who is a center and junior from Edinburgh University. He's from Adana, Turkey. Against IEP and Clarion, against Golden Eagles, he scored 15 points and 10 rebounds, recording his 9th double-double of the season. Added 2 assists and added another double-double against that snapped a 10-game losing streak against IEP, which dates back to 2019. He finished the game with 14 points, 16 rebounds. His 10 double-doubles are third best in Division II and top mark in the PSAC. He is the leading rebounder in the PSAC with 12.2 rebounds per game, and he's third in the nation in all of college basketball with 12.2 rebounds per game. All right, so let's get this out of the way. My picks and predictions for tonight's matchups. So Millersville at Bloomsburg, I'm picking Millersville. I actually picked 4 out of 7 games, or 4 out of 8 games. So I split between road teams and home teams, so it's 4 and 4 for this. Millersville and Bloomsburg picked Millersville. Westchester and East Stroudsburg, I'm picking East Stroudsburg in this game. I think this game's going to be really good. It's going to come down to the wire. But can Westchester's defense potentially shut down East Stroudsburg like he did against Shepard? Slippery Rock in California, I think this is a toss-up game. I'm going to pick Slippery Rock on this game. Could California win this game? Absolutely. Shepard and Mansfield, this is an easy pick. I'm picking Shepard. Edinburgh at Pitt Johnstown, I'm sticking with Pitt Johnstown. Clarion and Seton Hill, I'm picking Seton Hill. And then Kutztown and Shippensburg, I'm picking Shippensburg. Now, you may be asking me, Ganon and IUP, who am I rooting for? I am really going to get a lot of hate for this, but I really don't care. Because until IEP figures out that they need to focus, I know this is a rebuilding year. I know it's a rebuilding year. And I've never picked against IEP in my 38, well, I guess not 38. In my 30-plus times of doing this, picking IEP, I've always stuck with IEP. Unfortunately, it's not happening tonight. I am picking Ganon to beat IEP. I know. Shocker of the day. I just don't see it right now. Unless IEP changes their attitude and they actually figure out how to play basketball without getting out-rebounded by Edinburgh of all teams, I don't even know when IEP will win its next PSAC game. Maybe Pitt Johnstown next Wednesday. I mean, we look at their next games. Seton Hill, that's a possibility of a win. SRU, definitely not. I think SRU is going to beat IEP. Clarion, California, maybe. I don't know. They're all a bunch of maybe games. I don't know. But unless IEP plays relatively close, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to pick Ganon to beat up. I think Ganon will win its 13th straight game, and they're going to beat IEP. Could it be a close game? Maybe. Do I see it happening? No, I do not. So anyways, that is going to conclude episode 19 of the PCBC, Season 2, episode 19 of the PCBC. I will be back on the air on Friday, right before the games that will occur on Saturday, January 11th, which there are 8 games on the schedule for that. And right before the Ohio State takes on Texas in the college football playoff semifinal at the 89th Cotton Bowl Classic in Texas. So with that being said, I am your honorary judge, Noah, reporting live from Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, saying so long, and have a great rest of your Wednesday evening.